We're back! You thought I was gonna be gone forever. I'm not. So now we're back with just the components that we need to build the computer. Now, like I mentioned before, this wrist thing is very critical when you're building a computer. Because any static can cause any trouble with the parts of the computer. So, it's only $7. I would suggest getting one just to have it. Okay? So, before we really start this building part section, this is the case, okay? The case is the most, well, not the most important part, but it's a piece that you need to have, you know, everything goes into it. So we are gonna, I didn't open this up yet, and it's got a lot of tape on it, but hopefully I can get this open easily. And this is how it came. This is how it came from, I think, Corsair, because it's a Corsair case. So let's see how packaged this is. It's very well packaged on the outside. Nice. There's going to be a lot of packaging stuff in this, okay? So I'm just going to bring this down to the floor, which you can still see, which is good. Now, we're going to be very careful because I believe this might have glass in it. I can't remember if this is that one or there was several that I looked at getting. Oh, this is so... That was the package from the company. Now, also, a lot of these cases are going to have plastic around them as well. So just be aware that that may be a factor. Oh, is this the front? This is the front. Oh, wait a minute. This has got to be the front. Yeah, that's the front. Oh, wait a minute, no. There we go, I had it on the wrong side. I'm saying there should be boards in the back. So yeah, this is the case. That was just the top. So yeah, there's going to be little things you're going to have to take off. Wow, this is pretty interesting. And the nice thing about this this computer build is it's got some fans in there as well. So what I would recommend, first make sure that you take all the plastic off. That plastic for shipping so they don't damage anything. There's going to be a lot of, especially in these episodes, there's going to be a lot of these, it's going to be a nice build though. So there's these little screw paddles that you're gonna unscrew and not lose. Again, this is glass. So just be aware that this case that I chose is glass. So it may, you know, it shouldn't shatter, but just be careful. So we're gonna just open this up and just check it inside. Okay. So, yeah, I think there's something there, but I'm not sure. Ah, yeah, there it is. Alright. I was gonna say, I think there's something now. Yeah. And sometimes you'll find bags in here. Just make sure you know, take them out. Yeah, so it's got a fan here, it's got 4 or 5 fans here. These fans, I believe, also light up, so when we get to that point in the video, you'll be able to see it light up, which is going to be nice. So we got a few cases here, and then it's got all the cords here. Obviously, management is very important. In this case, has a lot of that. So that's the case. Nice little case. Well, not little, but, you know, you got what I'm saying. So, I think... Did this go here? I guess it really doesn't matter. But yeah, we're gonna leave this, see. I'm gonna put this over here. the glass piece. And I'm just going to put this here. These little screws here. Again, this is the case I decided on. There was actually another case I was looking at, but then I decided to get this case because of the cooling. Cooling is very important in any computer you buy or build. If you don't have the cooling, or to get all the hot air out, it's going to ruin the computer faster. So this hopefully will help me with everything. So at this point in the stage, we're going to start installing the parts. I'm just going to move this up a little bit so you can see me a little better. Again, wristband, very important. So what we're going to do is we're going to just use the case to actually connect it to. Because you need to have it connected to something. It has to be metal, and usually the cases are metal. And just got Velcro. It's been a while since I've used this thing, so just give me a minute to figure it out and all that. Alright. And I'll probably start with I think you normally would start with the card. Not the card, but yeah. All this stuff's gonna be used at some point. Let's see if I can move this over here. So normally with a build, I'll just put the case in the back, so I have the wrist strap, and it's attached. So this is like the brains of this is a little tight. Hold on. Okay, so this is like the brains of the computer almost. I mean, this is physically the brains, but this is the process where everything plugs in pretty much. So this is the graph card or the motherboard. Now, what's really important about the motherboard is to make sure you have a wristband or something like that, and also be very careful lifting it out because there's a lot. See, it smells good. So what you want to do, very gently bring it up. It's got static bags in here, but what you want to do is a lot of times what you want to do is you want to shut the lid and use the box to actually have all the parts. So now I'm going to zoom this in so you can actually see the board a little bit better. So on this board there's a lot of things you need to see. So these two spots here are, I think, for the graphic card, okay? These slots right here are for the memory, which I only have 2 DIMMs. On the motherboard, a lot of times, they'll say DIMM 2, so it'll actually tell you what DIMM to put the memory in. We're not going to worry about that right now. And a lot of the time, let's see it here. Is it in here somewhere? Oh, there's betting it's be. Now I'm going to just set this here. I think there is something in here that I need. Is it in here? Oh, there's, okay, wow, there's, oh, more CDs, okay. There's some stuff I don't need. There's a certain, thing you need, and I am, is it in here? Let's see. I think it usually comes. And there's some cables. Okay. I'm not seeing it though. So what I'm talking about is in the back of here, there's a panel that usually I think in this would have a casing, which I'm not seeing here. I'm seeing the connectors, marked pins, the nuts that you need. Oh, I didn't get the screwdriver. Oops. And then some CDs. Well, we'll work on what we can work on. And then I'll have to come back in a later video and do more. Alright. So the most important thing on here is you're going to have the processing unit that goes here under this. This does not have a stock hole, or I think the stock hole would be in with that. That's just a matter of pushing it down, or using screws to push it down into. I didn't bring a screwdriver, so if I need that, I'll have to go get one. So yeah, so this other side over here is where all the USBs are. Oh, and there's a thing right there. So you got a lot of USBs on here. You got the power, reset, and all that. All these are on this side. So this is how the board is going to go in. It's going to go in like this in the computer. If you can see, that's how it's going to go in. Oops, it's getting caught on the thing. But a lot of times what people do is they do it outside the computer first, and then they put it in. So, we're going to first, now, this is my first time, so please bear with me when I'm working through these things. Alright. So, let's, I guess, let's put this up here. We'll put the memory up here. This is the brain of the computer. This is called the UPC. It's a processing sensor. We're going to do that first. Okay? And it looks like there's a little thing in the back, so you have to kind of just... You have stickers all over everything. Okay. I don't know if I'll need the sticker for later on. Got one little sticker. Right here. Okay. Now it should turn lift up. Now, with the process, you gotta be very, very, very careful and not touch the pins. Because if you touch the pins, it's not gonna be good. Again, this is a Ryzen 9, so it's really the newest card that you can get. Now, there is some other things in here. I'm guessing there's a fan in here as well. Usually they include a fan. And there is. And it's using a stock fan. Okay. Now this is my really second build, but my first one by myself. So this is a stock fan. So what a stock fan is it came with the UPC. This is a stock fan. Okay. And at this point, I'm just gonna put some stuff there. What you want to make sure is with the stock fan that you don't let it down, set it down. You want to, because it's got paste on there already, it looks like. And I might just put my hand in it. But yeah, it did. So yeah. It's got some other cords in here, it looks like, for either power or some kind of connection. Again, this is my first time, so I'm not sure exactly with everything, what everything is. So, you know, be aware of that. So we got these pieces here. So, with the processor, okay, you want to line up the pins. This is a really critical part in any build. So you can see right there, okay, this is where it goes, right here, okay, on this central board here. So what you want to do, you want to take it by the edges, okay. This is the most important piece of them here is right here. Alright, you want to take it by the edges so you do not damage the connection. You're going to lift up this arm here. You're going to see there's little notches. So there's a little notch on the board as well. So you're going to line that notch very carefully up with the notch. And it should just fall in place. Then you're going to latch it down. Okay? Now normally when you latch it down it will click. And it did. You heard that click? That's the most hardest part of the build. Is that right there. Which we just did. Okay? So we're done with that. Now I think at this point, I'm just gonna, this is a huge heat sink. I didn't realize that it was gonna be that big. But, hey, this processor is gonna get very, very, very hot. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, so next thing is putting a little paste onto the processor. This paste is so it doesn't get overheated, okay, because this processor is probably very overheated at some point in its time, so be careful, okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just squirt out just a little bit of paste on here, just like a. You might not need to, because I'm not sure. This is what I'm not sure about, guys. Because Dad has paste on it in this. Well, we could just put a dot on it. So you're just gonna put a little bit on. Okay, that's it. Just a little bit of paste. That's all it needs. Now we're gonna bring this back up here. It looks like there's screws. So, how's this going? This thing is massive. So it's got some kind of power. I just put my hand all over that. Jeez. So, this this way. Because I don't want to put it down unless I know which way it goes. There's a latch here. Does this come? Come on here. And it got it on the board, it looks like, too. Does this come up? See, I'm not sure, guys. This is what I said. I don't know everything about building. It's got some kind of paste on it. This is the power. So it's probably going to sit this way. Wait, what's this say? Does this have any on it? No. Sure. I don't want that. I want... have a look at the book and see what it says. Because I am not 100% sure. And if you don't know, you should look it up. Okay, so it's got a power supply unit. DIMM, RAM, CD, ROM. Okay, chapter 1. Okay. This goes up to 32 gigs, which I knew. Is there a booklet for the this hint set? This is just... It smells good. Is there a booklet for the processor? Ah, here we go. Okay. So, I'm glad I looked at the instructions. I do need a screwdriver. Okay, so on that fan there's lights, I guess. Okay. Alright. Very quickly, I think I need a screwdriver. So I am going to take this off my hand. And I will be right back. I just gotta get a screwdriver so I can finish this build for you. So give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's get this wristband back on. Still, because we're still messing around with a certain part. And, you know. Okay. So where I looked in the instructions is it said take this thing off here. If it will come off. I can't get this off. Alright, maybe the screwdriver is not the one I need. And I will be back again. Too bad they don't include them with the package. That'd be nice if they did, you know. All right, so we're gonna leave this one over here right now. We got another one. Let's see if this will. Yeah, there we go. We just had to have the right one. Before I do that anymore, let's get this off. Because that could have static on it. And anything else. You know, I have no socks on. Alright. Pardon? Now, let's see here. If it goes that way, which is what I'm thinking. Oh no. Let's go this way. And that way. What's this? This goes down. What does this do? It is a heat fan. Is this open up? No. This fan, that's the motherboard. somehow this has got to be over here. I really am not sure, guys. Yeah. Is there, okay. Is there a plate that came with the processor? So this is here, right? This was on top. And it would go like that. Okay. So let's reattach these. Back in. Yep, okay. See, we learn. Okay. So these things do need to be there. So we're just going to screw them back in. Okay, so now I need to figure out where this power goes into the board, though. That will be depending on where you put it in. It says fan. It should say fan. Ah. Alright, so I found out where it goes in. Okay, so it goes this way, and the fan thing is here. So it plugs in here, so that means it's got to go this way, which is fine. Okay. So I'm guessing we put the other side in first. Bring this up, right? And then bring this in. And that in? Okay, that's in. I don't want to force it on there. Maybe I'm supposed to put this in first. Yes. Yeah, because there's nothing yet being on. So it's gotta go this way. It just has to. Because there's nothing else to it would attach to. So I'm having trouble connecting it to the board, so just give me a minute here. And this is a massive thing. Is it in? I'm gonna say that's in. It's fine. No, but for my sake, I'm gonna say that's in. No, it wasn't. It just popped out. Jeez. I'm ripping this thing apart trying to get it in there. Okay, that side's in. What I'm gonna try to do is, where's my screwdriver? I'm gonna unscrew that and then get it into place and then re-screw it in. Try that. Like if I could just move it over. That's in there over there. Or I can get it in there. That side's in. Okay. So let's try this again. Okay. So. I'm just going to put the screws up there. So I have it in. I just gotta line the screw lines up and then get the screw back in. And keep that in line. On, yeah, like that. Is it in? Yeah, no, it's not in. There we go. Now it's in. Let's screw this guy down. The other side's still in. Where's the other screw? Let's switch that other screw into. Alright. Jeez, that heat sink is very big. But we got it in. And it's in. I don't know what this does, but it's in. It's not moving. If it does move, it's not good, but I don't know what this does actually. It's like a lever on the cooler, but I have no clue where it goes. Again, this thing here, this is a fan pin, which is going to go right over here where it says fan. Well, it doesn't say fan, but I looked it up and it said fan. So we're just going to line up that to that. That doesn't look like many pins. It goes this way. So, like enough pins, but see, these pins over here look better. But it said it was over there. Look at the motherboard. Well, I'm not sure where this goes. That's another part. I'm not too sure about, like, where parts go. You know? Since we got the fan in now, I think that we should do the memory next. Because, that's easy. And that way I can make sure that they only know the right ports. When the thing it said, let's see. Well, they only open up one side. Okay. Normally they open up both, but I guess in this board they decided not to. So it says that DIMM and that DIMM. Okay. So DIMMs are memory. This is what this is. So we're going to go ahead, get this memory in there. Okay. And there's notches on the board, so just make sure you notch it up right. Okay. So it said, DIMM 2, which is this one, and you can see there's a notch. That notch must be lined up. And it should just, well, it's not in the spot. So what you're going to do is just going to put a little pressure to your hair thick, and it's in. And the last one goes in the last spot. Now I could actually add another memory card in. I could add one in here. It would just be very, very close to the CPU. You can see how close it would be. But I don't need that one. So again, you're just gonna slip. You're just gonna slip it into the spot. The right spot, you know what I mean? Sorry if you can't see this. I'll show you more better videos of what I built. Why is that not even in? Wow, I didn't. Where's that? See? I'm not sure. No, it doesn't. Oh, there it goes. And you make sure they're in, and then you should, if everything goes in, right, you should be able to, they should just clip it in spot like that. That's done. That's one of the easiest ones. Yep. So now with the memory, we have this fan cord, which we don't know where it goes, but pretty much, this is all set to go in, I think, at this point. I do want to find out where this fan goes, so let me see. Is it really that spot right there? Because it says it is, but it's way too big. Now, I'm a little concerned about what this is. I don't know what it does. Yeah. This is some kind of fan. What's the idea of it? Alright, well let's look at the other things on this board, okay? So we have to add in, what's this? Okay, there's the driver stuff. Where's the SSD? Let's do, I guess, let's try to do the SSD and then try to hook up all the cords. Again, this is where the stuff is stored on. And it's a good thing to have. There we go. Get in there. Okay. Now this kind of SSD is very, very, very small. As you can see, it is very small. So it's, I guess, good. If you remember my other build that I have, that I still own, the SSD was not this small. Again, this is the SSD that this computer should have, in turn, a spot for it. And there are instructions, which is good. Instructions are always good. let's look at the instructions on the board. Okay. Alright, so we did do the cooling thing right. But this latch should have latched somehow. And lock. Yeah, it should have gone back farther. I don't think it's gonna move. Okay. Okay. I think the SSD goes underneath this. So we're gonna just, hopefully it does. It's hopefully it has less screws. So let's try. Because I think there's 2 SSD areas on this board, I guess. Again, I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on it. So there, that looks like one. So what we're gonna do, so it wasn't underneath there. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna just slide it in. There's just one way you can go in. So you're just gonna slide it in, and there might be a screw that came with it. If not, it might be in the box with the motherboard. If not, you can just probably just put it in and then screw. Oh wait a minute, is that where that screw went in? I mean, it'd probably be fine if you don't screw it down, but you could screw this down. That way, then, and if you can't see it, because you probably can't. So this is where the SSD goes in. It's below what I just took off, which was this panel here. There's another spot, I think, underneath this side, but I'm going to put it there as it's easier. But again, there should be maybe in here, somewhere, in all this mess I have now, there should be a screw for it. Let's see, anything here? No. Let's see, what's this from? This is from the mother door. Yeah, I think for right now I'm just gonna leave it in, like that. But it is in. So then what we'll do, because this will actually keep it down anyway. And later on we can always, you know, make it. We can always do it later on. So I'm just going to screw this back in, just for time's sake, you know. And get this side in. So I had to look at the book. There's nothing wrong with looking at the book to see where it goes. So the SSD is underneath there, which is good. So that's the next part that we had to do. Let's see about connection of these ports, I guess. So this must go somewhere in, because there's all these fans, and you have to hook them up, obviously. Let's get everything out of here. Okay. everything installed except for the graphic card, which we're not going to do until we get the board in there. Is there anything here that we need? No. Okay. So, there's a lot of cords in here. There's a lot of cords, okay? You can't see them, but there's a lot of cords in here. Some go to the fans, some go to the... Most of them are the fans that they have in here. I still don't know where this goes, but we'll find out. There's another panel on the other side as well that you might have to take off to get this board in. There are, sometimes on the case there's always some studs there, which is what the board goes into. If you didn't know, the studs are what make everything work. So, yes. So, what you might have to do is you might have to... Oh, it's a twist tie. Good. You might have to untwist this. And you can use that twist tie for later on if you wanted to. So now it lets all these cords, these lovely cords, come out. So, I still don't know where this cord goes. It's got to go here on the board somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure of where. So right now, we are, the easiest way of doing this is to move everything off the top. Oh, there. I wonder if that was for the SSD. There are two small screws in here. Okay. Okay. So at this point, when I'm putting the skates on the side, okay. Okay. So at this point, we go ahead and slide the case into there. Okay, so some of them are on the cords, I see. This is a nice case though. It's really a nice fit too. So you're just going to line up the studs. That's interesting. So maybe there's no plate for this. Normally it comes with a plate, but maybe there is no plate for this one. I don't know. Oh, I just want to get this fan out of the way. Okay. That way then we can attach it inside. Okay. So I'm still attached, so just so you know, we can move this out of the way now too. That was just the case, the grabber part. So there's all these cords now in here, right? You can't just leave them, you gotta hook them up. So with the SSD in, we got the processor in, pretty much everything's installed that we need to have installed. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is a plate, which is kind of interesting. Usually they have a plate, but it looks kind of nice without a plate. So we got everything in here. So everything has a place to go on the board. Now, again, I don't know everything, so this is again where I might have to look into it just a little bit. I'm done with that. Okay. So all these connections here that we got. Oh, camera blurred. So we got all these different things. just got that thing I just picked up. Go bigger. Alright. Okay. So, oh no. There we go. Okay. I just dropped the instructions. Yeah. Okay. Numbers installed. Okay. We don't know about power for the SSD. It's got its own power. What is, okay, so this, I'm betting a lot of the cords are not coming through because they're attached on the other side. And that's what's going on here. So let's see what we can do, at least with what we have here. Oh, we don't have the power supplies in. We should do that next, I think. So I'm going to disconnect this and put it somewhere else just because I need to get into where that area is. I'm going to put the grab card in last just because it'll be a little easier to do that last. Get off that. Oh, that's interesting. This. Power, more connectors, more pad thingy, instructions, important notice, smells very nice. Okay, put some plastic there. Again, okay, there's a sticker here. Now, this is awesome. So this power thing actually has different ones for different areas that you have in your computer. So, like the hard drive, yeah, different sockets. Okay. Now, oh wait. That's interesting. How do I get in there? Okay. No, that's not how. Do I have to Oh my god. So here's the back of the board. You can kind of see it right now. Here's all those lines that I was telling you about that are back here, which are nice and clean, which is shocking. And there you can see the studs here. Talking about the studs, we should actually get this board in before we start tilting it. So this is for these are the studs. Are these studs? I see. Looks like there's one bit. No, it's not in. Okay. So it looks like we have a stud here, which is looks like right here. I think there's a stud right there from the back. Okay, so there's a stud there. So yeah, there's a stud there. I think these are studs. There's screw somewhere else I did not see. No, these must be the studs. Okay. Very small though. Whatever. Alright, so I'm not using this fit anymore, so I'm just going to take that off. At this point, everything that is in is pretty much in. Is this? I don't even know if this is like for it. Okay, I'm not too sure where the studs go, so we'll worry about that later on. I don't know if these are the right screws or not. I'll just keep them back here, and hopefully we figure that out. But back to the fan. Power supplies. So that goes underneath here. Make sure that you have this out, but you also want to make sure this is like this. So you have the fan that'll suck the air out. Alright. So this way. There is a fan there. But normally, I would assume it goes this way because the letters are here and here. So the letters are here and here. So I'm assuming it goes in like this because why would you have the letters be like that? And just saying. So we're going to go ahead and get this in on the other side. There we go. Of course, I think I just put it in the wrong one. Didn't I? Oh, there's a little, you can take a little, oh, okay. What's this in here? This is like a plastic thing in there. Or just for like a regular, another box inside the computer. I think it might be like more screws. A lot of screws. But I think this is for like if you want to install other hard drives in it. That's interesting. So there's a hard drive bay back here, but obviously I'm not going to need it because I have the SSD, but if I wanted to... You can see the board moving. Oh wait. Is that... No. I can... Wait, is this... This comes out. This... I'm trying to figure out. Oh, there we go. Got it back out. Oh, went in the right way. Huh. Oh, I get it. One side has it upside down. The other side has it right side up. So that's why it was showing like that. Well, let's actually get the power to this, I guess. So, because then we can easily slide it underneath and it would be good to go. Except we can't get the power part in until that later on. Okay. So, is this a power? Okay, let's put this back on its side again. As the thing that I just put on the top went flying down. Which it was nothing important. It was just the inside sleeve that I took out. Okay. We still don't know where this cable goes, but that's fine. This looks like a power cable of something. Let's see, what do we have here? Let's get these all untangled, I guess, first. We can kind of see what these are all about, because, like I said, I've never built a computer. Well, I built one back in the day, but since then I haven't. Okay, so these are all cables. I think these are all like, I don't think these are power cables. I think they're just, okay, this is done like some kind of power cable, I think. Okay, so what's, oh, this? Okay. Okay. I need a light for this, because, it's going to be hard to do it without a light. So, inside here, there's going to be a whole bunch, now you probably won't see this, but it's okay. There are connectors in here that say certain things. And they go in a certain way. Just like all these things do, too. Depending on what they are. So what's this? Okay, this is a fan. So is there a fan? What's that? Let's see. Audio. So there should be a audio thing in here somewhere. USB 5. Reset. Where's audio? Audio. I'm sure it says audio like on it. Like literally audio. What's this one? This looks like some kind of big power. Like it's gonna plug into a big thing. Or extra power. What's this? Is this? Okay, get this out of here. Alright, so these are the ones I had before. And there's one somewhere. Alright, so it's power reset. Where's where's the booklet? I do need the booklet for my board. Yeah, I don't want to read what I need. Oh. I see. So everything is plugged in up here, and that's why you need to plug all these things in. Okay, got it. Where's the... I don't know what this is for, though. What's this say? This is that. This seems like it's a fan. So, is there... Alright. These look like fans, okay. Okay. So I'm looking at the book here. There's a adapter. Oh, okay. Where's that thing? So, remember that package that I opened up and it had that little thing? Well, that's for the UPC. It's this little thing here, which looks like this. And all these go into that. Okay, that's clever. Just gotta line these up. So you got plus. Did they not go in? I see how it goes. Right? Wait. Hmm. Oh, these are dress ties. Okay. That's nice. Hmm. Hmm. No, that can't go in there. Oh! There we go. Hey, the board should have it. Oh, this is the power for the board. Okay. Okay, so, I finally got the USB 3 thing in there. It took me enough time to get it in there, but it's in there. I wonder, oh, what's this? I don't think that's what I need. Nah, that was nothing in here either. He gave us 25. Okay. Are you? Bring these back through. Okay. So that's the power. Okay. And this is a fan. Not really a fan. Got so many things. And this has a fan. What's this? Oh, this is USB. And more zip ties, okay. Let's get this open. I don't know what these are. Maybe like some kind of ascender. Alright, well, what I'm not going to do, because I'm not 100% sure, like, you know, all the just putting this together, I think I'm going to put the grab card in. I'm going to put it in this spot here, not the one closest to the UPC, because it could get hot. And then I'll probably do some off-camera looking and seeing, you know, what is going on here. Okay, so I'm gonna get my phone, put it back here, the light's still on. Okay, so again, we want to make sure there's nothing in sight in here. Again, this is the GT7 Touring Super. Just like the last one I got when I put it in. Voila. So, just like the Founder Edition I had, I still have it, but I want to get a new system totally. So I went with the Super. Now, there is more plastic on here. Again, make sure you take all the plastic off. You know, don't want to damage it. The other thing I want to do, settle down. So you want to find out which one you want to put it in, and you're going to undo the screws in the back of the computer. You might need to unscrew 2, depending on how big your grab card is. Okay. Don't lose the screws because you're going to need to put them back in. I think I'm unscrewed the wrong ones. Yeah. You're just gonna line it up with your, oh. Okay, that's open. Alright, and then that slides into place. And you want to just screw it back in. And any other panel that you took out that you didn't need to, you could put back in. So, yeah. Come on. I just dropped the screw right into the computer. Okay. And last screw for that last panel there. Okay, so that's in. So now the graphic card's in there as well. There is going to be a power for it, and I'm assuming that inside this box here, it has the cable for it. They GTI, they always love to like give you like boxes and all that kind of stuff. And sure enough, well, that's not it. Is it? No. Yeah, lots of booklets too. So, you know, you might want to keep them. They're guides to your products. You know? So I'm guessing maybe not. I don't know what this is. It's some kind of cable. And you know what? Maybe they're in this. In the case that came with the power supplies, there was a... Oh yeah, look at this. So I'm going to disconnect this again. Alright, so let's see. What are all of these? These are... So yeah, so there's probably one for... These are all the power things to go into each thing. Now, I just noticed the... Where is it? The motherboard, I just covered it up with the other thing. I should be able to get it in there still. It'll be tight. So PCI. What's this? PCI. A lot of PCI. UPC. So this is gonna be UPC. Alright, so this was there, this was the UPC. Which isn't the UPC the board? I'm not sure. Here's PCI. No! Caught it. PCI Type 4. Let's see here. This is a little bit out of my hands, I think. Literally out of my hands. Well, this must be the motherboard. Because of how big it is? Maybe? Yeah, look at this thing. Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. What? That does say the power right there. Cause this is. Let's see here. This I see. That might be the power, actually. There. Which is gonna be tight to get back here. But whatever. Oh, no. This thing is causing trouble. Gotta come out. Okay, I got it fixed. Let's get this reattached. Get that part here. I think that's where it goes. So, for right now, I'm going to put the graphic card back in that case it came. I know I don't have the static bag on it. You should always have a static bag around the thing. But I took it off. And I'm probably going to get right back to that in one sec. I just want to check some stuff out in here. Make sure everything is good. Before we get that thing in there. I know that this is not seated in there. We do have this in there. So, there's this real. That's not going anywhere. Oh, okay. So these connections here are SATA, which is like for hard drives and stuff like that, I believe. Yeah, 14 SATA, 6 gigabyte. The only that may require that would be the graphic card. So yeah, that's only that. We can get the. Okay, so those. You're done with the holes. That's next to there. Audio gen. Didn't we have an audio cable in here? I don't know what this is. see, these up here might be fans. Now again, I haven't done this ever before by myself, so, you know, this could be a long video. Okay. Oh, that's where the power comes in. Okay. PC fan. Oh, there goes my phone. I'll wait for it to come back up. Okay. Where's the power? Okay, here's this power fan. Here's the dim. This is the power, it says. Number 2 is socket. Dim selector 3. Fan 4. About 3 PC, the fan. Just 4. Yeah, I am not too sure about the rest of this build here. So let's just have a look into what we've done. I'm going to take this wrist strap off. And I'm going to do a little bit more in-depth video probably later on. I really just can't figure it out right now. Maybe I'll figure it out and do another video. So, we have all these cables. This is the booklet. But, yeah, so in here we have the i9 with the fan on above it. Okay. We have the memory installed right here, as you can probably see, right there. And then underneath here we have the 1 terabyte SSD. Again, all we have to really install is going to be the graphic card, which I kind of installed, but then I had to take it out because it's too hard to work around. And then we have to put in the power thing underneath, so it gets all powered. Yeah, I mean, I just can't figure it out. I'm gonna have to do a look on, you know, YouTube and see if anyone else has used this specific case or this specific motherboard and see what they did, how to set it up, because I'm not sure. Again, this is my first time building a computer by myself without any help. So that is why, you know, I might need to, you know, figure it out. But yeah, so we got pretty much everything installed. It's just, I need to, figure out how to set up the, yeah, getting everything hooked up. You know, the cords and all that. You know, these cords do need to be plugged into something. They need to go into the fans. And then I gotta figure out the power for everything as well. And, yeah. We'll probably have to do another video. Maybe later on today. We'll have to see what I can, figure out with this build. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting, time. Because that means, once I get this all done, guys, there'll be a lot more videos. Editing videos on my sports, which start up soon, like later on this week, and also for Minecraft, because, you know, I haven't been doing much Minecraft. I mean, I've been doing a little here and there type stuff, but with this system is going to be able to crank them out left and right for you guys to watch. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of setup video. I gotta do a little bit more digging into getting this to actually work. You know, I might bring it into where I work, Best Buy, and have the people there look at it and see how to install the rest of the stuff, because it's pretty much done at this point. I just gotta figure out the cable stuff, which is a little more difficult to figure out because I have never done this by myself before. My first build was back in 2013, and I had help then. I had my friend from where I used to work came out and helped me build the computer with his assistance, and he did most of the work. I mean, I did some of the work. I put some of the stuff in, but this is the first time actually doing a real build without any help, pretty much. So I'm gonna go look at YouTube and see if I can figure out a video. But into the meantime, I'm gonna be uploading these 2 videos today, probably, hopefully today. And we'll get more into this in future episodes. So until my next episode, until my next video, whatever you want to call them, I'm going to say what I normally say at my videos. And that is, bye-bye.